Welcome to Best of the Book Club. This week on Best of the Book Club, I'm recommending a novel that the group read back in 2012. It was shortlisted for the Costa Best Novel Award and went on to win the prestigious Mann Booker Prize. One judge stated that in purely technical terms, it was one of the most masterful things they had ever read. Published in 2011, the novel is The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. This is a short novel divided into two parts, and both are narrated by Tony Webster, who is retired and living alone following an amicable divorce. Tony is eager to tell a certain story from his past, and throughout the first part of the book we are introduced to his adolescent life during the 1960s. He tells us about the friends he meets at school and then their time at university. We learn about his short-lived, awkward relationship with his girlfriend Veronica, and how he later discovers that she is dating one of his school friends, Adrian. It is clear that Tony often has trouble remembering exactly what happened in the past, who said and did what, and why things turned out the way that they did. The study of memory is the main theme of the novel, specifically how it fails us or how we reinvent what actually happened. Tony admits that what you end up remembering isn't always the same as what you witnessed, and that he needs to explain to us some incidents that have grown into anecdotes. The second, longer half of the novel begins when Tony receives a letter and documents from a lawyer which contain details of bequeathment of £500 that has been left to him by the mother of Veronica, his old girlfriend. In the letter, the mother describes the bequest as blood money. His confusion at this is the catalyst for looking back on his life, and he manages to re-establish contact with Veronica in order to figure out the meaning behind the money he has been left. Veronica has Adrian's diary, who committed suicide some years before, and Tony manages to convince her to let him read it. What he discovers on the pages within, and by the process of re-examining his past, means he is confronted with the decisions he made when he was younger, which led to unexpected and horrific consequences. The book group really enjoyed this book. It had won the Booker Prize, so we expected and got great writing. The author manages to give us two ways of reading a story, one written to be read in the usual way, forwards, and the other backwards with hindsight. We marvelled at how brilliantly the story is intricately woven together, and admired Barnes for the pared-down nature of his writing. Every word counts. We discussed how unreliable our own memories could be, and that if we could, we might change some past decisions that we've made. It's probably safe to say that most of us have, at some point in our lives, done or said things we have come to regret, and that we are not always aware of the consequences that these actions have had on others. However, it is hard to believe that Tony wasn't aware of the tragic results of his own choices. But maybe it was just in reflection that he could put all of those pieces together. We agreed that the author intended Tony to be an unreliable narrator, which leads the reader to think one thing and then another, and then when the big reveal comes at the end, it is even more hard-hitting. If you want to read a novel that is a worthy winner of the Booker Prize, you can download the ebook of Julian Barnes' The Sense of an Ending for free from our e-library today.